Hello friends, in today's lecture we will discuss about the knapsack problem, and we will also discuss that how if we can apply the greedy method to solve this knapsack problem, right? So first let us understand what is the problem being given here, what is the knapsack problem compromising of. So here, as you can see in our knapsack problem, we are having three things: objects, profits and weights. So here we are having some objects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every object is having some profit and every object is having some weight, right? So here you can also see that we have written that n is equal to 7. What is n? N is the total number of the objects, and we are having 7 objects here in the problem, 1 to 7. Here we have also given one more thing, that is m is equal to 15. Basically, m is the size of the bag or the container or the capacity of that bag or container in which we have to place all these objects, right? So here you can see that this is our container or bag in which we have to place all these objects 1 to 7, and whose capacity is, let's suppose, that is 15 kg, right? The capacity is 15 and we have supposed it to be 15 kg to make it a bit more understandable to you, right? So how we have to place these objects? The simplest approach can be that pick up all these objects and place them in the bag. So this is also right. Or we can say that, so the strategy applied here, what is that? You have to place objects in such a manner in which we can gain the maximum profit. We have to maximize the profit in such a way. We have to place the objects into the bag or container where we have to fulfill two things. We have to fulfill the capacity of the bag, that is 15 kg. Number two, we have to maximize the profit. So we must have some strategy, we must have some approach to make it happen, to do this, right? So we will apply the greedy method over here. So what was the greedy method? In the greedy method, we were solving the optimization problem. Here is the same case, we are solving the optimization problems to get the optimum solutions. So in order to get the optimum solutions, we will be using some approaches, strategies. We will apply some different methods over here. So let's start applying the method to solve this. So what is the strategy here? Most of you will say that pick up anyone who is having the maximum profit and place it in the container or the bag. I will say that the objects having the minimum weights, place all those objects. So in this way you can carry the maximum objects. So we both are right in such a manner, but what is the correct approach? So we have to find out that is our problem. We have to solve it using the greedy method. So how we have to solve it? We have to solve it using the greedy method, right? So here we have to find the profit by kgs. We have to divide the profit by weights. So just in order to get the weights per kgs, right? So here you can see that we will find it out here. We will divide the profits by the weights. So here you can see that we have divided the profits by the weights. So to get the weights per kgs, right? So we have divided it up. 10 divided by 2 equal to 5, 5 divided by 3 equal to 1 by 3, 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3, and then 7 divided by 7 equal to 1, 6 by 1 we will get 6, and 18 by 4, 4.5, 3 by 1, 3. So this is what we have obtained dividing the profits by the weights, and now we will fill the container with these values, the maximum values, we will place the maximum values first and then we will place the minimum values. So here we are having the 6 over here, so we will place it first, right? Then we will place the 5, and afterwards we will place 4.5. Then after 4.5 we are having the maximum is 3. We will place this 3. We are having another 3 over here, we will place this 3. So here we are having one decimal value. So the best thing about the knapsack problem or the greedy method is that we can take the values in the form of the fractions, right? So we can take 2 kgs. Let's suppose we are having the 2 kgs of tomatoes or potatoes, so we can take the 1 kg of tomato, 1 kg of potatoes. So we are taking the fraction value over here. So here we will take the 2 by 3. So the weight there was 3, so we will, when we will multiply it with 3, so we will get answer 2 kgs, right? So let us calculate. We have placed the values in such a manner just in order to get the maximum profit, just in order to maximize the problem, just in order to get the optimum solution for our knapsack problem, right? So let us calculate, or let us verify whether we have solved the problem in a correct manner or not. Up till here our problem is solved, but just now we have to verify our solution to the problem, to the knapsack problem, right? So first we placed here was the 6. So the weight of this object was, the profit was 6 and the weight is 1. So we will write here 1 in the container or the bag, right? Then we placed 5. So the weight was here was 2. We will write it, place it in the container, right? Then we placed 4.5. The weight of that object was 4. So we will also place it in the container or the bag. Then we placed 3. So what was the weight for the 3? So weight for the container was 5. Then we were having another object with the profit 3 and the weight for that was, here it is, the last object, that is 1. So we placed a fraction value that is equal to 2. So we will also place that value over here, right? You can see that 5 2s are 7, 7 4s are 11. Well, let's place the weight of the another object first, and then we will calculate that we have fulfilled the capacity of the container of the bag or the bag or not, or we are having some problem in the solution. So let us add up all the weights we have placed. So here first let me tell you one thing, that we haven't placed the one object here, that is an object having the 1, right, having the profit by weight value 1. So here you can see that we haven't placed this object 4 with the profit 7 and the weight 7. So if you take a look at this object is having a maximum weight. So applying the method or the strategy, we solve the problem, and in that problem we haven't placed that object with the maximum weight. So let us calculate all these. 2 plus 6 6, 6 plus 5 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 2 13, 13 plus 1 14, 14 plus 1 15. So here you can see we have fulfilled the two conditions, two constraints, and we have solved the problems, the knapsack problem, applying the greedy method. And we have also maximized the output, we have also maximized the profit. We were in the problem, let's take a look at the problem once again. In the problem we were given 7 objects, and if we were doing it randomly, then we would be completely unable to maximize the output to find out the optimum solution. But we have applied some strategy to do so. So here in the container we have placed 1 2 3 4 5 6 objects out of 7 objects. If we were doing it randomly, and if you were saying that place the objects with the maximum profits or the minimum weights, then we would not be able to do so. We would not be able to place maximum objects or get the maximum profit also. So now if we just calculate the profit of the objects being placed, so 10 plus 5 15, 15 plus 15 30, 30 plus 6, 36, and 36 plus 18, 54, and then 57. So we have also gained the maximum profit out of the six objects out of the seven objects. So this is how you have to implement the greedy method to solve a knapsack problem, to get the optimum solution, to get the maximized output, to get the, or in order to get the maximum profit, in order to maximize the profit. This is how we have to implement the greedy method to solve the knapsack problem. So it was all about the knapsack problem. In the next video we will discuss another topic. So till then,